This is my review on Memento. So it's about this guy who has a condition, or supposedly has a condition. Yeah, he's full of shit. Because the reason why, it's really about a guy that's actually having a psychotic break throughout the three-act structure of the film. And it's all, the whole entire plot is played backwards. And I'm going to explain what the plot is forward, so you'll know what the plot is about. So so you can enjoy it more. So this is about this guy called Lenny. This guy killer is nothing more like a con artist, like much like, and basically is a fraud, and not really the guy that raped his wife. And I keeps on saying that this girl came to his best friend in the third act. He said that his wife, his best friend is constantly trying to help him by giving him revenge. And over a year ago, he got revenge, but he didn't remember anything. So, yeah, damn, that hurt. The reason why this film's playing backwards because it'll give you certain details and it's how the editing's very clean. I feel like it feels like that's intentionally. Like the story feels a little too clean, and it doesn't really want it. And you don't really know who you feel like there's something off about this guy until the third act you realize that, oh, he's a killer. Because because a year ago he killed the right person who raped his wife, and he keeps on killing the other people who are just some random people. And it was the help of his best friend, Teddy. And at the end, in the last his actions is he kills Teddy because he wrote something down saying, "Don't believe Teddy's lies." So, and he writes down notes of him to keep for himself, but he most of the times misleads the notes. It gets confusing. So he said that can't say this. Her wife, the killer of the wife came to our house and it was diabetic, and it was really his wife that was the diabetic one. So he's remembering things backwards. And Teddy is the only one that sees right through his act. But the thing is, he's conditioning himself to believe his own act. Like, he doesn't really have a condition of short-term memory loss at all. He just somehow made up and convinced him that was the truth. Convinced himself of the truth. But he doesn't want... He knows he's guilty, but he's in denial about it completely. So he intentionally doesn't remember the stuff that he doesn't want to remember. Yeah, it took me watching this film after one time thinking, oh, okay. Oh, I see. This guy's a loony. took me once to figure out that he's a loony after once they got to the third act, and his best friend started to explain everything. Teddy started to explain the whole part of what's been happening. Like the girl that came to his house and left him and was going to call the cops on him was his wife. And left him, period. You know, this, you know, there's in case if this is hard for you to understand what's going on in this film, there's another version of the film that plays Memento and the story in forward instead of backwards. So you can understand, unless you don't have a mind that can really keep up with it. And it's just the normal, then you can, I guess, get that version. I just want to draw more attention to that version because, I mean, I like the version it was made in because it gives a unique feel to it. And you start to see the psychotic part of his mind, but you start to see the humanities part. Something about, lets you play the movie being played in reverse order. Lets you to see a more humane side of a crazy person, because he thinks he would rather be. He says, and he says at the end, he says before he forgets again, he says he would rather be remembered as a dead person than a murderer. So, in other words, he kind of confessed it, but he's also going to live in denial about it. And that's Memento. I really love this film. I give it a 10 out of 10. I really like how it told the story about a guy, about a murderer or a really bad person. You see like more human side of the person. And also showing that he's clearly having a psychotic meltdown. And I give it a 10 out of 10, right? Yeah. Bye.